So, inspired by Mr. von Ketteringham and this sunlight, although I suspect actually it's going to make it more difficult to see these things, I'm finally doing a video. This is an area in my, you might say, war games room, bedroom as well, which is just a sort of mix of Saxons and Britons, and at the back there's a tray of a few Normans that I've finished, and at the very back, and I don't know whether you can see this, but there's a bunch of 15mm Huns for DBA3. Most of these were originally based for Saga, and that's how I continue to do it, but on 2p size bases. But as I'm now finding other skirmish rules to use, they're equally usable for those, and then based like this on war bases for big battle games. So I've been playing Art de la Guerre and DBA3 and other things, but my main pleasure really is in, that's a bag of runes there, is in skirmish gaming, I must say. This is a shelf above all those, as you can see, and it's Lewis chess set men and odd figures and my own inventions for Barker markers, space markers, and other things collected. And if we move over here, this is probably my pride and joy. These are my footsore miniature early Anglo-Saxons. I like to think of them as Pagan Anglish. And because I'm a fine art painter, these were painted in oils. Most of my earlier work was painted in oils. I'm using acrylic now because it's hard to actually use oils all day in the studio and then come home and actually live and sleep with it in the same room. So I'm using acrylic now, but these are all painted in oil, and as I say, footsore miniatures, and I love them. They've actually got a few Britons mixed in with the Anglo-Saxons. I think they look fine, and I'm still working on some more of these. So and they sit on top of a complete bookshelf which is entirely Vikings and Anglo-Saxon literature, and my Osprey books there, and so this is the sort of environment in which I live, which is entirely given over, really, to the Dark Ages. I mean, I quite like, there's another pile of books next to my bed, all Dark Age literature. You can see peering underneath there, Tolkien's, one of his books on Beowulf, and Justin Hill's Shield Wall, and Lion Rampant on the top there, and underneath the chair a book about Anglo-Saxon weapons. So this is kind of how I exist, really, for the Dark Ages, and doing various sorts of painting. This is the painting nest, lot on the go all at once, trying to finish things, and there is King Penda with some 15mm Germans behind him, and some more Pagan Anglish on the sticks. Anyway, I'm going to conclude this first video here now, and it's quite nice to be joining the community a little bit of people making these videos, and hope you've enjoyed it. And this is just like a little one area, and I'm going to do a bit of a roll call in other areas, Vikings, and Vikings and Celtic and Germans and more 15mm. Anyway, hi to everybody. Thank you for watching. See you next time.